Nupraptor cared for nothing now, save his pathetic self-pity. Scars such as hers would never heal. Death would only be a mercy.
Ah!
No problem.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir! Help me, kind sir!
The cretin squandered life and left it seeping on the floor. Such waste was a travesty. Perhaps Nupraptor needed to be taught a lesson as to the value of blood.
Fantastic. Now it's time for the big brain level. Closer and closer, Nupraptor. Here I come. Once before, like 20 years ago. So I'm familiar with a number of the game's beats. I know what the plot of the game is generally, but the last time I played this game, I also had to basically cheat my way through it. And I did it without a strategy guide, so I spent about half the game just completely lost and not knowing what to do. So I'm hoping this time will be different. Okay, let's switch to a different one.
When conjured, the energy bank permits me access to mass amounts of magical energy for a brief period of time. However, when the moment passes, I will be drained of all magic, unable to cast even the simplest of spells.
Thanks. I already did that one. So it should be on my last one here. Yeah, before this game, I had completed Star Ocean, the original. Oh, since I was a teenager, which was ages and ages ago. So I probably started. So it's probably been 30 years worth of gaming. So, naturally, most of the games I'm familiar with are probably about the Genesis PlayStation era of games. PlayStation 2. You're only a few years younger than I am. So, my first system I started with was a Nintendo system. Then the first system I bought with my own money was the Sega Genesis, and then later the PlayStation and PlayStation 2. Huh, excellent. Make sure I got everything from this room. Fine, just stay right there. There we go.
Save Victor!
Fantastic. Yeah, I can't remember how I got this game. I'm pretty sure I picked it up like on sale somewhere, because I had, that is a good question. I remember the circumstances in which I played this. I think it was because I I know that I played Soul Reaver first, or at least I had bought the game, and then I wanted to play the original before I wanted to play that. I'm not really certain, though. I know that I still have the original disc, like most of my PlayStation 1 and 2 games. Oh, and here are the eyeballs of the skull. And it has a view. You got me. This would have had to have been early in the PlayStation's lifespan, because I can't imagine that if they had made it later that it would have been isometric 2D like this.
From the depths of the retreat's eye sockets, I viewed Nosgoth in a different fashion. The glass seemed to warp the image and taint the color. As if Nosgoth needed assistance in making its corruption apparent.
Oh, spicy. How do I get there? Sure, which Resident Evil are you doing? Are you doing like the director's cut for the PlayStation, or do you have the PC version, or what do you got? Or is it one of the remakes? Oh, here we go. It's kind of amazing, and now that I think about it, just how many times that game has been remade. Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, it's the one I haven't been able to play any of the newer games. I don't have a system powerful enough to do it yet. But eventually. I actually have the game on Steam. My computer just isn't good enough to do it yet. We'll see how Nupraptor is doing.
You cannot see I see.
Is that it? Heck yes, I'll save.
So, Malik, have you come to fail the circle once more? Leave, Paladin. I do not need your protection. Come, Kain. Come, share my pain.
It sounds so much like this is being told to me by a dungeon master. It just has that cadence. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for.
So, this was the mentalist Nupraptor, this broken, pathetic little man. Yet crippled as he was, he would not yield without battle. Very well, old fool. If it is death you seek, I will not deny you.
yeah.
They Victus!
Ah! I'm guessing he's not harmed by the items. Ah!
You are lost in this all.
They Victus!
Cannot see
Ah!
Perhaps the head of her beloved will convince Ariel that I have accomplished my task.
Ooh.
The mace is amongst my most useful of weapons, for it merely stuns my victims, allowing me ample time to feed.
Well, let's try out our new toy.
Spiked mace.
That is quite a sound. Look at these new 3D graphics.
I placed Nupraptor's head before the Pillar of the Mind, and watched on as it dissolved into the stone. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored. Nupraptor was but the genesis. Forever tainted by his madness, the circle was beyond redemption. For them, absolution lay only in death. In me, they would find their deliverance. But first I had to defeat their shepherd. Malek, defender of the Nine, lay in a keep to the far north, past Vassabunt. It was time for me to test the wrath of the Pillar of Conflict.
Death in the circle breathes life to the pillars. For every pillar, there is a token. Only with these shall they be restored. But to reach a warrior, you must first breach his ward. Find Malek and destroy him. Only then will the circle fall.
Alright. So find Malek I shall. Alright, I have more putrescence. Okay. Stench intro. Wow. 2 different secrets once since I now have the mace. Once I return to Stenchen Row, or whatever that place is. Yeah, I'll go back here. I'd like to return to the Blood Forge and get myself even more things. I'll test out my new mace first. It does knock out humans a little bit easier. Come on now.
They fix us!
Didn't work out quite as well that time. So what's the dealio? I wanted to go back to town and just refill on some I guess it doesn't work on that one. Kills them just the same. So I'm guessing it's the same as the sword, except that it knocks down certain obstacles. Hooray. Okay, I think this is enough now. Go spirits and forge myself up some more flays.
shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours. So, you come to the Spirit Fort for help, do you, vampire? Trade your secrets for the blood of the dead, have you?
Come on.
Save Victor!
Oh, good old cowardly bandits and commoners. Is there more up around here somewhere? Literal 0 level spell. So that's a 0 level. I would make this one magic missile, and this one... This would basically be a kind of recall spell. I see Neverwinter Night basically gives that something like that to you, even though it's technically a teleport. Actually, technically a recall spell, but well, I think I'll return to my mausoleum, actually. Mostly because I think I'm going to wind down this play session. Nah, man. Well, Gravedigger's gonna haunt me. Are you still here? Alright, now let's save our game. Okay, well, this game so far has gone a lot better than I expected it to. I mean, I suppose it should have, just because I'm older and wiser now than I was the first time I played this. And especially with the help of this strategy guide here, be able to get around this game a lot better than I did before, and I'm certainly enjoying it as a result a lot more. So I can't wait to see what happens next time when we hunt for Malak. Still so much yet to do. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Take care and see you next time. And I should be here again I should be here next week. Or either way, I'm here most Saturdays. I don't exactly have a set schedule, but I'm here on Saturdays, typically. Thanks. Take care. Goodbye.